Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy, RC Boxing 411, back at you again with another one. Before I get started, this video is definitely about the press conference with Micheal Riviera versus the Ghost, Frank Martin. Now, before I get started, please hit the like button on this channel. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can get all the latest videos I drop. Okay? And feel free to donate to the channel. Y'all know my cash app's in the description. RCBread is the cash app. So let's get down to business. Now, I seen this press conference, and I gotta say, I'm very excited to see this fight this Saturday night. I want to see what Frank the Ghost got in him. You know what I'm saying? Frank versus Micheal Riviera. I am anxious to see what the Ghost is going to do. I'm anxious to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of the Earl Spence team. You know, Derrick James. You understand what I'm saying? Earl Spence Jr., Jamel Charlo. And I didn't add Frank Martin to the mix. So, you know, I want to see them all do good. You know, he already got 2 champions. It'd be something for him to have a third one. Oh, man, come on. But Micheal Riviera is no punk. He is definitely no motherfucking punk. He ain't no scrub. He know how to get out. The man can box, and he got some pop. And he got more experience as a pro than Frank Martin. I really don't know nothing but one thing. This is gonna be a dope fight. This is gonna be an exciting fight, man. This is gonna be an exciting fight. This fight is one for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see too many competitors at the stages of their careers fighting, you know what I'm saying, right now. I mean, you just don't see it. You know, Micheal Riviera has a lot to lose. Frank Martin, you know, they'll say, if he lose, he was just in there with somebody that had a little more experience than he did, way more experience than him. So, you know what I mean? You know, that's why Frank lost. But Frank wins, oh man, the doors is opening for Frank. Frank gonna get that title shot. Devin Haney he gonna get what he asked for, a real challenge. You know what I'm saying? By one of the elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I think Frank will definitely give Devin Haney, you know, a nod on this fight. I don't think Frank gonna run away from that. I don't think Frank gonna drop his belt or his whatever you call it, his statue, you know, within the rankings. He ain't gonna drop down to avoid Devin Haney. I see him going to fight Devin Haney. He ain't gonna do a King Ryan move. Nah. Frank ain't built like that. He ain't cut like that. And on the other hand, I'm not saying Frank gonna lose, but if Micheal Riviera wins, he's gonna be able to step to the plate and step at Devin Haney and give Haney that fight he's been looking for. That'll be a very high competitive fight as well. You know, that would be one of the fighters of the year. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Haney turning down a challenge from either one of these guys because Haney is cut like that. Devin Haney is cut like that. He ain't feared for no reason. You know, the man can box. They know he can box. That's why they don't want. That's why nobody want to fight him. That's why T.O. jumped his monkey ass all the way up to 140. Running away from Devin Haney. He didn't want to fight him when he had all the belts at 135. He didn't want to fight Devin Haney. He knew he couldn't beat Devin Haney. And that's why he avoided Devin Haney. And then made himself look like a total jerk by saying he's undisputed. He looked like a real goofy out there. When he was out there taking pictures with Canelo, do you remember that? When they were honoring all the undisputed champions, and you had Tiafimo goofy ass coming over there smiling with the belts in his hand, knowing he ain't got no real WBC belt. He got the franchise belt, the French fry belt. You know, the fake and move belt, the duck belt. He got the duck belt, the WBC duck belt. That's what it is. That's the franchise belt called. It should have been called the WBC duck belt. Cause it ain't no franchise of the ducking. No, ducking is ducking. I mean, this is the first time a rule ever got put into it. When Canelo petitioned, they came up with an idea and figured out a way for Canelo to avoid black fighters. You know what I'm saying? So they made up this thing called franchise. Because you're the face of the franchise and you're the WBC champ, you don't have to fight your mandatory. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. It's crazy. You know, back in Muhammad Ali days, I wonder what would they say if they did that they had made up a WBC duck franchise belt back in the 70s. What would they have thought of that? You know what I'm saying? What was Sugar Ray and them during the 80s, Sugar Ray, Hearns, Hagler, what would they have thought of that if they came out with the franchise belt back in the 80s? What if they came out with the franchise belt in the 90s when Tyson, the late 80s, it was on effect the 80s, the late 80s, but the 90s when Mike Tyson was fighting? Everybody got a franchise belt because they didn't want to fight Mike Tyson. They were scared. But see, the fighters back then, even you can go as far as the early 2000s, wasn't nobody in no franchise. You know, people was fighting. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, this new formula, I guess, to save anybody but a black man to be on the top of the boxing game, you know. We don't need another Floyd Mayweather. We don't want another one of them. So you want to keep Canelo up there, even though he's a B-class fighter. Canelo is semi-elite because he can't beat boxers. He can't beat boxers. Don't let him be a boxer, puncher. Can't beat him. This is why he took a European tour and started European bashing. They found a way for him to duck all the smoke by joining the zone. When he finally did face somebody of stature, he waited till he took all the advantages against the man, which is Danny Jacobs. He took all the advantages. He couldn't rehydrate. He couldn't, he had to come down a certain weight. He had to do this, do that. He had to do this. He had to eat Cheerios. You know what I'm saying? All this goofy stuff, man. Goofy ass shit. Even Gennady Golovkin, which I believe it more likely a draw, or he probably pulled that fight off the way I see it. Looks like to me, he came back and drawed that fight or pulled it off. Golovkin was not like that. But anyway, again, I'm so glad that I'm getting off topic. I'm so glad that Ghost and Frank Martin finna fight. That's gonna be a heck of a fight. That's gonna be a heck of a fight. That's gonna be a heck of a fight. Man. And the undercard ain't bad. The undercard is good. The undercard is real good to me. I mean, you got this cat named Vincent. He finna face off against this dude named Nikolai. And I think he from, I don't know, UK or Russia or something. I don't know. But they both look like they want that smoking about that action. I think this is gonna be a good appetizer, a good, start of the day on that fight right there. I'm gonna definitely be front and center for that, because I think somebody get knocked out. You know, oh boy, Vincent got a lot of pressure. He's from the Philippines. He's carrying the country on his back. I think he's from the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. But the man said he got to win it for his people. So I think he's, gonna go all out. And oh boy, he's like, man, he look like he hungry because he ain't boxed in 18 months. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. This dude might come in there like a tornado and blow this European dude away. You know what I'm saying? Now the co-main event is Ustakowski. Can't forget this guy. I have to pronounce it. Ustakowski. You know who that is? The one Caleb Plant beat to become. I think he beat him. I don't know if it was for the belt. I can't remember, but he beat Ustakowski. Caleb Plant did, and he's fighting this dude named Vladimir Shish. Was it Shishkin? Vladimir Shishkin. Um, you know, Usagowski, he comes to fight when he do fight. Maybe he polished up on his game. Then again, I don't know. But this Vladimir dude, I don't know, man. He might be on something. He might be ready to take Usagowski on out. He might be on something, so that's gonna be interesting to see. I think that's gonna be a knockout too. I think I'm hoping third fight, with the main event, we get a knockout. I'm hoping we get a knockout, so it will be no without a doubt, no uncertainties. I don't want no draws. I don't want no unanimous decisions. I want a knockout or a TKO. I want a knockout. I want to see Frank do his thing. I want to see Frank go up to another level, take it to another level. I want to see Frank graduate. I want to see Frank do his thing. So if you're asking me where I'm leaning at, I'm leaning on Frank. I'm going to say Frank. I'm going to say Frank round 10 or 11. I got Frank, the Ghost Martin, at 10 or 11. Unless Frank take him out in 6. And he shocked Micheal with something Micheal ain't, Micheal think he seen it all, but sometimes some people got things for you that that you never seen and come out the bag on you. Frank might be that dude. He might just be that dude. So we gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know who to pick between Vincent and the first main event, Vincent and Nikolai. I don't know who to pick between them two. I'm leaning towards Vincent. And that's because old boy's rusty. But Usagowski and old boy Vladimir, I think this Vladimir dude, either he a soft touch or he the real deal. He came to America, so you know what? I think that Al doing business with these people. I think Vladimir gonna win this fight by knockout. By knockout. I could be wrong, but I don't see him traveling all the way over here just to go over here just to get slaughtered by Usagowski. I don't see that. I see that this is some business Al is doing, And Uskowski is a test for this Vladimir dude to see if he's real, if he got the real deal, if he's a real deal. We gonna find out. That's all I got for y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Holla at your boy, RC Boxing 411. I'm out.